Walmart, South Rice, West Park, the Matt Devil. Say when. You're a daisy if you do.
You are now listening to Random Ramblings with Rob. Yay!
To the R, O to the B, coming at you with the funny random rambling, talking about all sorts of things that'll make that rain day sunny. Yeah, it's hot and popping, fireball dropping, come get your laugh on. Yeah, that's the concept, you know he be rocking, Rob got the facts and all of the gossip. It don't matter where you are or who you with, you gotta tune right in. Bring your girl into your girl to bring your friends, be Robbie lit. Tune in your crib and your whip at your job. He got new shows every Sunday.
Random Ramblings with Rob. Here we go.
What up, everybody? This your boy B-Rob, and I'm back with another edition of the Random Ramblings with Rob podcast. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you, the listener, for coming back each and every week and listening to the show. And if you're a new listener, I doubly appreciate you for listening and giving my show a try. Whoever recommended you to me, or however means that you found to have your ears rest on my show, give that particular means a like, a good review. Give the person that may have referred you to me a high five and a beverage of their choice, like one free one. And yeah, giggity goo. I'm tired of shit. I'm trying to wrap this up as quickly as possible because I got to wake up in a few hours so I can hit the road and get to work, man. As I mentioned before, we in the process of buying a house, so I'm trying to pick up some extra hours so I can have some extra cash on hand for, you know, some of these. If you ever bought a house before, they got all these damn expenses you got to take care of. So I'm trying to take care of all that shit. And yeah, it's just it's taxing. I'm tired, but hey, show must go on. Speaking of the show is this particular episode is kind of highly anticipated in some circles of, you know, the fandom and everything. I know Ray from the Naked Porch podcast is showing a particular interest in this episode because former guest Anomaly has a story. He got a 3-parter in here, and you know, whenever you call the voicemail line, you got 3 minutes to say whatever the hell you got to say before the voicemail cuts you off. So he called back 3 times, and let me look at this thing. He called 3 times, and I think each voicemail he left was let's see, 3 minutes each. Well, yeah, 2 of them was 3 minutes and 1 of them was 2 minutes and 10 seconds. So he capped off the story. So now he kind of talked about it a little bit on Twitter. So Ray is chomping at the bit because he wants to hear that story. And I don't want to be the one to keep him from his story. And I'm not going to keep him waiting any longer. I'm going to just go ahead and play it right now.
Hey, B-Rob, it's Anomaly. Here, about to drop another story. I might have to do this one in 2 parts, so you might get 2 messages on the same story. But it's important that you get the entire story, since everybody got so butthurt that my story ended in a cutoff mode the last time. All right, I want to take you back to September of 2014. Okay, it's the night before the first day of school. Okay, I'm laying in bed. My kids had actually laid a pilot out on the floor and was sleeping on the floor, fell asleep watching TV. Their mom was outside just hooding it up with all her little homegirls out here. And she comes walking in the house, and she comes and she shakes me. She says, hey, I gotta tell you the story. You ain't gonna believe what just happened. And I'm like, man, tell me in the morning. I'm asleep. I gotta get up in the morning, man. But she's like, you just listen to the story. Next thing I know, I hear a banging on my door. And I said, man, go handle that shit. I don't know what's going on, right? She goes into the living room, and all of a sudden I hear her yelling my name, loud, loud, loud. I'm like, what the hell? I hear my door being pushed through, and I'm hearing her struggling. So I jump up, and I see her laying on the steps, like like half her body on the steps. I look in my living room, and there's this big bitch just standing in my fucking living room, alright? This bitch was not your average bitch, alright? She weighed every bit of 350 pounds. Her titties was sagging down to her kneecaps, and she's just staring a fucking hole through me. And I'm looking at her like, who the fuck is this bitch? My kids is laying on the floor. She done made it past my kids. And she goes, roar, like she's the Incredible Hulk. So, first notion in my mind, I run up and I steal this bitch right in her fucking chin. I'm talking about I hit her as hard as I fucking can, right in the fucking chin. Because I don't know what the hell's going on. She spins around, I grab her in a chin lock and drag her out of my damn house, and I fucking suplex this bitch off my motherfucking porch. I'm not knowing what the fuck's going on. I look at everybody, I said, what the fuck is going on? There's like 6 people standing outside my porch, and they're like, hey man, let me talk to you. I'm like, no, what the fuck is going on? So I'm like tripping out right now. I look in my fucking living room, all my kids are awake, like, oh my gosh, what the hell just happened? Daddy just dragged that lady out of the house. My son Chris looks up, he's like, oh man, forget it, I'm going back to sleep. I'm sitting there so I'm standing there on the porch, and I'm trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Now, you gotta remember, I just hit this bitch with a punch that would have put most grown men out on their ass for a good 15, 20 minutes. I'm talking about I KO'd this whore. She rises like the fucking Undertaker out of my fucking yard. I'm talking about sits straight up like she's the Undertaker. Spins her head around, looks at me, and stands up and she says, I'll tell you what's going on. I'm like, well, tell me what the fuck's going on, bitch. She says, them people right there is trying to kill your kids. I said, bitch, ain't nobody trying to kill my motherfucking kids. Everybody can die out this motherfucker. Well, they ain't tried. I was like, man, I done heard enough of this shit. All you motherfuckers get the hell off my motherfucking porch while I get my pistol. So I shut my door, lock it, turn around, look at my chick, and I said, what the fuck just happened? Next thing I know, I hear a banging on my door again, right? This bitch that I done fucking knocked the fuck out of done pulled a metal piece off of the banister on my porch and is beating on my fucking door. I swung the door up and I said, bitch, who the fuck you think you're dealing with? She takes off running down the street, says, oh my gosh, that white boy gonna kill me. Jumps in someone's car that's unlocked that she doesn't even know and locks herself in the damn car. Well, by this time, someone done called the police. Alright. This bitch has done barricaded herself in some stranger's car. Police walk up to me, they are like, what's going on? So I tell them, I'm like, look man, I was asleep, this bitch done busted in my door, I threw her ass out on her neck, she got up, ripped a piece of my banister off, beat the hell out of my door again, and then took off running down the street and locked herself in that car. They get this bitch out. She's saying, I just wanted to fuck a dog. I just wanted to fuck a dog. Really wanting to fuck a dog. Alright? They're like, well, sir, we're pretty sure she's on bath salts, or something. We don't know exactly what's going on, but we think she needs medical attention. Do you wish to file a police report? So, you know, y'all don't understand, but, you know, like, I don't call the police for shit. I don't fuck with the police. I don't deal with the police. I handle my shit on my own. Everybody out in the hood is like just staring right now. And y'all also don't understand, I live in the equivalent of Compton, California and Louisville, Kentucky. I live like smack dab in the heart of the hood. Okay, everybody out there staring. I was like, man, I don't make no police reports. And they's like, well, so I'm like, look, man, I don't want to make no police report or nothing, man. They're like, well, we're taking her to the mental hospital because we think there's something seriously wrong with this bitch. I'm like, well, y'all do that. I'm like, but I ain't making no police report. So I walked back in the house. I didn't even realize it. I had punched this bitch so hard, I knocked her out of her shoes. Her shoes was laying on my carpet. I asked my chick, I said, what the fuck just happened. She said, well, I was at Amanda's across the street, and she came over and asked if she could use my phone, and I let her use the phone, and she called the dog pound and asked them if they had a dog she could fuck. I'm like, well, that should have been your first clue right there to get the fuck away from the bitch. She said, well, I had to get my phone from her and everything, and I guess after I got my phone, she followed me across the street, and, you know, she busted in the door. I'm like, man, if you don't keep your ass in the house from now on after fucking 10 p.m. with all this bullshit. But yeah, that's exactly what happens. That bitch took a punch better than most dudes I've ever seen. I'm talking about, if y'all would have seen the punch I hit this bitch with, it was like Super Macho Man on Mike Tyson's punch. And I'm talking about, I drew back, run and start, knocked the hell out of this bitch, and she rose back up like the Undertaker on a motherfucker. But, I just left a 3-part story, so everybody knows how the story ends this time. Ain't no cutoff mode or nothing like that. But yeah, that was a hood tale from your boy Anomaly. Much love, B-Rob. Y'all keep it real out there. Keep listening to Rob's show. For the winner of the contest, your T-shirt, your CD be sent out ASAP. Believe you me. Much love to all my peoples out there. What's up, Hoppy? What's up, Naked Porch Podcast? What's up to my homeboy Jody B holding it down in dirty Arkansas, baby? Everybody get at me. Y'all know how to find me at Anomaly49 on Twitter. Holla.
Well, god damn. That sounded like that night in the club. It was one of the very last nights that we went to this club 108. And I know I talked about it on an earlier episode or whatever, but it was similar to that. It's just like all kind of chaos, and bitches didn't want to fuck a dog and nothing. And it's just funny to hear him tell that story. He's like, this bitch, that bitch, this bitch, that bitch. And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that. Bitches is bitches sometimes, man. But man, that was just, he said she sat up like the Undertaker, and I was just getting this, the whole time I'm hearing this dude's story, I'm just trying to imagine the situation and everything, and just him doing the suplex, hitting it with the Superman punch. But man, Anomaly, you came through with the story, and I appreciate it. Shit. Speaking of stories and everything, I mean, I got some more voicemails here. I got one from my arch nemesis, Kayla Stevenson, who is the author of the book called Monday Mornings. I forget the subtitle, still didn't look it up. But we're working on something. We're trying to get her on the show eventually, and we can hash out the beef that we got, because she can't properly say hooks, rubs, and spices. So let's see what Kayla got to say.
Rob, so this is Memphis Diva 99, aka Kayla Stevenson, calling in. I'm actually calling in because I have a question, and I want to know, why is it that Walmart got like 20 aisles to check out and only 4 people be working in the aisles? I mean, can you explain it to me? And I tried to be slick and go to the customer service back there and check out. They weren't having it. So then I tried to go to the electronics department and check out. But I guess everybody figured out we was all thinking of the same thing because they had a line. So I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. I'm going to be good. I guess our war is over between you and I. So I guess I'll talk to you later and go and take me some more medicine. I'm under the weather. Peace out. And that's all I got to say.
What do you mean the war is over? The war is over when I say it's over, God damn it. You don't call into my show and now I'm just playing it's over. See, I said it. It's over. But yeah, that is an intriguing question. One that I would pose to former guests and my homeboy from back home, Jam, the inside man. I believe he told me why, but we was probably intoxicated during the time and I forgot. He gave me some of his Walmart insider knowledge, but I forgot. You know, they probably back there gambling or, you know, screaming world star at people while they're fighting in the storage room or some shit. I mean, who knows? And last but not least, I got 2 voicemails from Hoppy, but I'm gonna leave these at the end. So, you know, we got Anomaly with the big story up front, and then we'll have Hoppy with his tales of fancy and delight on the end. Also, that's going to be on the end of this episode, since I have a musical guest, EvyDee, from over there on the west side, the Cali side, the left side. I got that chance to speak to her. I heard her music, mic checked on the hashtag Blackout Podcast. Thank you fellas for that. And that's my guess. I'll let her do all the talking. You get to know her very well in this interview. And I talked about it a little bit on Lemur, which you should download if you have a iPhone. If you have an inferior device like an Android or anything, you can get it later. It's coming very soon. But I use Lemur as an extension of the podcast, and that's LIMOR. And you know, I speak about stuff behind the scenes of the podcast and everything. So check that out if you want. If not, hey, just listen to the podcast as normal. And since we got so much going on with the music, I even got some extra music besides Evy's music, because an artist by the name of Carolina Savage sent me some music that he submitted to my show, and I'm gonna play that track as well. So you're getting all kinds of music this episode. So without further ado, we're going to get into this edition of the Random Ramblings with Rob podcast featuring EvyDee. Well, I know we tried to do this for a while, and my apologies for, you know, the scheduling mishaps and everything. So my bad.
Oh, no, it's not you. I'm going to be so honest. My phone was not sent. You know how you get notifications?
Yeah.
My phone was not sending me your emails.
Oh. Well, that's pretty shitty.
It wasn't telling me, like, it wasn't bringing up the notifications at all. Like, I apparently had like 1 million messages and I didn't even know.
Do you have one of those inferior devices called an Android?
Oh, you gonna clown me.
Because if you had an iPhone, this shit would have happened.
It's called Life's Good.
Okay. All right, yeah. So, what was it? It was a few months back. It had to be. There was a show called the hashtag Blackout Podcast, and they mic checked one of your songs. It was like, I think I heard like maybe a minute or so of a track, and it sounded very good to me. And I wanted to talk to you. Pretty much, that's pretty much how it went down.
I appreciate that. Pretty much how that came about. I'm sure you already figured it out. Yeah. So I was going to see how you liked it.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, just shoot that my way, and I will be sure to plug the hell out of it as much as I can.
Definitely.
I also
so have you been on my Instagram at all?
I don't see. That's the thing. I didn't know you had an Instagram, because like all I heard was the track on hashtag Blackout Podcast. I got the info, what I got from you. I found a way to contact you, and you know, life has been life ever since then. You know, I've just been like, I go to Walmart, I do my thing, then I forget about shit, and then like people like, hey, what had happened? And I was like, then you tell me you have inferior devices, and I figured out what had happened. So yeah,
I'm gonna beat you up for that.
Long story short, no.
But no, trust me, I completely get you. Like with work and everything, I take the bus home to work. So I was sitting there and I was like, oh my God, like I was emailing him and I was like, what did he say? And your email happened to pop up. I was like, I'm so mad at my phone it didn't send the email.
Yeah. But like I said, I'll give you a pass for that, because I mean, you can't help you have an inferior device. So, but what got you here? What got you to the point to where you said, hey, I can do this. I can make music, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Funny thing is, I was sitting with a old school friend of mine, you know, a childhood friend, And I like to write poetry. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's English. Never good at math, really. Never good at history. I like history, you know. English, I understood, you know. Mm-hmm. And one day, you know, my friend put on a beat on my iPod. It happened to be on my iPod. You know, I had my little MP3 recorder. And don't laugh. I did a song about my chihuahua.
Oh, shit.
And it happened to be inspired kind of by Snoop Dogg. It was called D-O-double-G.
Oh. Do you still have that?
Actually, I don't, because the MP3, it got wet and some more stuff happened, so I don't have it. But I have the beat, kind of. It was a Ja Rule beat. My brother had put it on my phone a long time ago. You know, he was, you know, don't tell nobody, but he was kind of doing music a little bit, you know. Whatever. He be on his stuff, and he, you know, he put the beat on my phone, and I played with some beats a little bit. You know, I was, like I said, I was a poet. I didn't think rapping would really be a thing. And then I would rap with my childhood friend. You know, that's where that came from. You know, we did that beat, and then a lot of people liked it. And I met Loyalty, you know, a.k.a. Rambo, the man sitting next to me. And he told me, he's like, man, he's like, you can rap. He's like, let's do something, you know, let's start something. And I started writing, and then I met some other people, Double M, Murder Mills, you know, and they got me into it, and I've just been addicted to it ever since. Music, it just makes sense to me.
Okay. Now, I'm limited in, you know, your content, your product. Is there any singing in there? I mean, I'm just kind of stereotyping you because you're a girl, so.
Me personally, because my CEO, that song, hers, she moved her body down and then she grinds slow. See, I can't really sing, but he can, and that kind of makes it all right. Okay. I can sing a little bit.
All right, just enough to get the bills paid, right?
Yeah, not necessarily, but you know, if I double the track, you know, fix it up a little bit.
Okay. Now, as far as music go, I mean, how long ago was that?
Say about 10, 11.
Ooh, okay. So, I mean,
yeah.
What were some of your earlier influences or whatever, you know, artists that you looked up to?
Believe it or not, Lil Wayne.
You might be taller than him, so you probably look down to him. So I don't know.
Definitely, but it's not necessarily people say, you know, he's the god of rap or whatever. You know, he good. You got to remember, this man sold so many records at the age I am now.
Yeah,
22 years old. You know, they were calling him whatever. It's the way he does his metaphors, the way he spits things, the way he can connect with a beat. The way he finds, you know, there's so many parts to a beat. There's a way he finds a part to a beat and connects with it, and I really I feed off of that kind of. I get it, and it makes sense. That's how I write my music. So I really like listening to him, and believe it or not, a lot of people don't like it, but he really is a good rapper.
Yeah, I mean, I dig Wayne a lot. I've been riding with him since forever, when he had a little bitty teeny weeny afro. I've been listening to
him. He was a hot boy.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm from Louisiana, and you know, I'm about 3 hours away from there. I mean, that don't make us cool or whatever, but I represent the home team, you know.
Exactly.
But yeah, Hot Boy, man, that was my shit. Hot Boys, Cash Money, goddamn No Limit, all that shit. I listened to all that shit because it was from my state, and I just felt like, you know, if I was going to be behind any rapper, it would be rappers from my state. So.
Exactly, like Nelly and stuff.
Yeah. Now, you was talking about how he dissects a beat and, you know, it makes sense to you. When did you kind of figure it out, you know, like that you were good at it? That like, did it just come to you or did it take a little bit of work?
It took a lot of work. I used to be very cocky. If there's one thing I could tell any artist, don't be cocky. like I said, I used to be very cocky, and Double M, he one day, you know, sat me down and was like, you know, you could fix this, you could fix that, you could fix this. And then once I put all that cockiness aside, I realized if I do that and push forward, it makes me a way better artist. And then one day I came out with a freestyle. I didn't even know. I wasn't even thinking. It just came out, and everybody around me was like, damn, dude, what the fuck? Who's you? I had people recording me, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should make music.
Okay. I could dig that. Now, with creating music, I mean, are you the type to, like how you saying, just go in there and freestyle some stuff, or do you actually sit down, pen and pad, and write things down?
Oh, I sit here for good 3 or 4 hours and write a song. I do enjoy this might sound bad, but I do enjoy drinking and smoking with my artists and us collabing together, and we all write a song. Most of our choruses we've all wrote together.
Okay.
You know, we do I do have to say this, my artist Loyalty, he damn, I may say more than what it is, but I look up to that nigga. He can take a beat. Every song he's done, he's freestyled on it, and it's came out perfect. So, you know, but to me, I gotta write it.
Yeah, and I can understand that. It's just damn. I don't know. It's as a kid, you know, you listen to a lot of music. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna say every kid. I'm just talking about myself personally. I listen to all kinds of music. I mean, in the beginning it was just rap because, you know, that was my stereotype. I thought that's what I was supposed to listen to because I was black. So I listened to all the raps. And, you know, once you get into something, it's just like, well, I think I could do that. And I tried, and I didn't try hard enough because that shit sucked. And I don't think my mind works that way. And because it takes a special person to realize, I mean, to put all that together. I mean, so many beats in the measure and how the beat goes. I mean, some people just have that natural ability, and some people, I mean, if anybody, they put their mind to it and they work at it and they work at it and work at it. Persistence is going to pay off, and they're going to get some kind of ability. But I think I don't have the patience to do all that. I just want to wake up one morning and know how to rap.
Well, can I tell you this?
Yeah.
Can you say the cat sat on the mat?
Yes, I did. Yes, I can. The cat sat on the mat.
Then you can make a rhyme anytime.
Oh, and that was just another rhyme. Just did. See, you did too, and you got one. You got me to say one, then you just said one coincidentally. That's amazing. You's a genius.
I like to. Another thing I like to do. A lot of people don't know. Most of my artists I work with, a lot of them just didn't start rapping. Mm-hmm. A lot of them I took as poets, just like me, and everything I've learned, I've installed to them, like doing a cipher first, you know, getting good at that, giving them a chorus, and you got to do a verse that goes with your chorus, and then you do that, and then after you do that, you do your song yourself. You write me a chorus, and you write your verses, and then you find your own beat for it. And that's what I love to see. A lot of my artists do come at me, and they get so excited, you know, oh, look, I wrote this chorus and I wrote this verse, and it makes me feel so good because I'm like, you know, you a lot of people say they can't rap, but you can. If you can, like I said, if you can say the cat sat on the mat, you can say I'm a poet and I didn't even know it.
Just rhyming the whole time. Yeah, and like how you were saying and everything, you know, you had to be sat down and told about your attitude and everything toward the music and, you know, how you present yourself. Since you've been doing it for a while, I mean, do you run into your twin? Do you run into anybody that, you know, you kind of see that was me when I first started, you know, and, you know, you try to mentor them?
Yeah, I do. He's not a best friend, but he's a close friend. He's, you know, he's all right. You know, he gets there. He comes with some hard bars, but he doesn't know how to stay on topic.
Oh, that's kind of like my show.
You know, sometimes you could talk, you know, but in music, it's very important to keep on topic, you know, whether you're rapping about, most artists nowadays like to rap about Xanax, drinking and smoking.
Yeah.
It's very important to stay on topic about what your chorus says. And a lot of people don't realize that if your chorus is talking about, I got bands, and you're talking about shooting up someone's house, I'm not necessarily going to listen to it.
Yeah.
Because it's completely irrelevant. You're just talking.
Yeah. Now,
you know what I mean? And I'm trying to get him to, flow better.
yeah. Now, what do you feel about the current state of music? Like, as far as rap goes.
Whew. Let me start with one. But Cardi B, let me, I'm not a hater. Let me give it up to her. She did what, she took the spot I wanted.
Yeah.
I give it up to her. So, she, MIA, Nicki Minaj, I've never seen as, I guess, as you could say, a threat.
Yeah.
But Cardi B, yeah, I love her music. She's all right. You know, she really got what it takes. But, man, these artists nowadays, it's just like, I believe Lil Peep, how he, just passed away, rest in peace, is all these rappers want to rap about nannies and doing drugs and all this other stuff. And artists like J. Cole really don't get recognized because they're rapping about their life.
Yeah.
And it's a little disappointing because rappers like me, I don't get noticed because I'm not rapping about, oh, I'm drinking, I'm smoking, and all this other stuff. I'm rapping about my life, about what I see around me. Yeah. And these other artists are just getting drunk and getting high and saying whatever comes to mind. And I think it's a little disrespectful because I'm not going to say nothing, but I've been compared to artists as The Brat and Left Eye. And I see other artists out here just making a fool of themselves. And I'm like, man, y'all don't know what real music is anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I at least try to give them a chance. But when I'm seeing motherfuckers with what all of them just about damn dreads, tattoos on their face, all kind of crazy shit in their mouth, fucking around, like you said, with the drink, the pills, the guns, and all kind of shit, I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? And it's more, to me, it's like, you see so much of that, it's just like, all right, they think that's the template to be a rapper,
Exactly.
So, and it's sad. It's just like, I'm not gonna say, well, this is how I feel about it. It's just like, I can give you props, but at the same time, I don't respect you. It's just like, here I am talking about, I wanted to be a rapper and I couldn't really do it. I'm not going to say I can't do it. I just didn't put forth the mental effort to do it. But regardless of, their content and what they're putting out, they are actually doing the shit, and I'm not.
Exactly. And to me, nowadays, the way I feel about the industry is it's a, how do you say it? It's a popularity game.
Yeah.
Like Boot Game.
He's a rapper.
A lot of people don't know that. He does that to promote his music. He doesn't even steal things. He does that to promote his music. And I think that's bullcrap to people like me.
Yeah. I mean, that's his
You
gimmick.
know what I mean?
Yeah, because I seen, because this motherfucker, man, that dude is just, something is wrong with him.
Yeah.
I mean, he can, like, when the camera is off, he can just be a normal dude, but damn, to just flip a switch and just be a totally different person like that, just for the views or the likes or the promotion or whatever, is just fucking crazy to me.
Exactly. And I'm going to be real. I'm one of those people at the end of the day. I'm going to be so honest. I don't care if I'm famous. Regardless, I am doing this for my family. I'd rather see my mom do better and not struggle. But at the end of the day, you know what? If 1,000 people or 1,000,000 people aren't feeling me, but one person does, and they feel it, and they can really, like it really gets to them and they can understand and relate. That's all that matters.
And I totally agree from another aspect of podcasting. You know, I do this because I enjoy doing it. And, you know, I do it for me pretty much. You know, if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. I mean, they don't have to listen.
And I love that type of stuff. But, you know, and it's crazy how some people in like that whole you know, you ever seen that clickbait type stuff?
Like pertaining to what? I know what like, clickbait is, yeah, but
like people like posting like, oh, this is a Drake song and it happens to be something else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I can't stand that. It's like if the people gonna like your music, they gonna like your music. Don't force them.
Yeah. And then I like what people used to do. They probably still do it now. They'll take a song that's out and they'll just insert themselves into the song or whatever. Like how you saying they'll take a Drake song and they'll put their verse in there with, you know, like it was supposed to be there.
Exactly. And you're like, what are you doing, dude?
I mean, shit, if you're going to body the beat, just get the instrumental and do it that way. Just don't. I don't know.
Exactly.
But then again, I can kind of see why you would do something like that. It's kind of like to give you a contrast and comparison. So like, all right, this is how Drake raps and this is how I rap. And you can kind of compare the two, you know? Yeah,
but sometimes it might be really messed up to say, but, you know, coming from an artist at the end of the day, I'm going to hear Drake. I'm not going to hear you.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, even for me, that song, you heard that song Come Through by Drake?
Yeah.
I wanted to just do the end. You know, it's like come through, you know, I wanted to just do that, but there's no instrumental for it. But a lot of people think it's okay to just, you know, go over it and flow with them. But it's like, you know, at the end of the day, other people are just going to be, they hear Drake, not you.
Yeah. Because they're going to, there's not too many times to where they probably sought after that person, but they'll go look for Drake shit. Because it'll be like, I don't know what that shit was on the end, but I got to find this Drake song without that shit on the end.
Exactly. And that's my thing. And that's why I don't want to, you know, do a little remix because somebody's going to go, oh, I've never heard that Drake song and automatically go to look for it.
Yeah. Now, you said something about Cardi B earlier. Like me personally, I knew of her because of whatever TV show she was on, that Love and Hip Hop or Hip Hop, whatever the fuck. Because my wife liked that shit. I don't like that shit. So, you know, I'm walking.
I don't have cable, so I really, I have no idea where she came from.
Yeah, she's one of them reality show girls. So I think she used to be a stripper or some shit. She got fake titties or whatever. That's par from the course. But I would walk through the living room while my wife watching this show, and she in there cussing and, you know, doing that reality show shit. And I did not like her at all. Don't like the attitude. I just don't like that reality show shit, period, because it's perpetuating a stereotype to me in my mind. But that's just how I feel. So
okay.
When I heard the song on the radio and they said it was Cardi B, I was like, I automatically don't like this shit because I don't like her.
Okay.
But I gave it a chance, you know, because I heard many people talking about it. This is before I even listened to it. I was just like, I don't like this shit because it's her. I don't like her attitude. I don't like that bullshit. I don't want to listen to it. But everybody kept talking about it. You know something
funny? I knew before I even listened to that song, for some reason, I already knew that this is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. I just knew that in my head for some reason. I heard so many people talking about it.
Yeah, and that was the thing. People kept talking about it, and I was just like, fuck it, let me listen to it. You know, I can't say it's shit if I don't listen to it, you know. So I put it on. And I listened to it 2 times in a row, and I was like, you know what? It's pretty good. Can't talk bad about it now. Still don't like the person, but the music was all right.
It's like Chris Brown. You don't really necessarily like the person, but you
he
can't
makes some
deny his music go hard.
Because I had that struggle for a while. It's like after that shit happened with Rihanna and he was doing all the other crazy shit, I was like, I can't listen to this shit no more. And then he started popping up with these songs and shit. And I was like, God damn it, Chris.
It's just like, you ever seen that movie, The Patriot?
Yeah.
I do not remember the main guy's name, but you remember him?
Yeah.
How he went all crazy and everything. I may not like him as a person, but as an actor, damn it.
Yeah.
He's a good actor. Leave the man alone.
Yeah, I was like, man, fucking Chris Brown.
But my only problem with Bacardi is she could have did that without somebody else's record.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's be real, that was Kodak Black's song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She could have did that on her own shit.
And see, and that's another thing too. I mean, I know the names, but I don't know the music. So to me, as being, I guess it would be an outsider, I didn't know that. So.
Yeah, and the only reason, and you want to know something funny, the only reason I know that is because my buddy Loyalty told me, he's like, oh yeah, she did a remix. Like it was like the same beat and the same style to the like Kodak Black song. So I was like, oh, that's kind of disappointing.
Yeah. Well, I'm interested to hear that because damn, to me, that motherfucker is garbage. But you know, so I don't know. I would just be on the now that I know that, I would just want to hear it for myself, just so I can, give it my, I just want to hear it.
Oh yeah, look up. I believe all you have to do is look up Kodak Black and Bacardi B, and his original song comes up.
I'm gonna do that right now.
I believe that's all you have to do, because I remember I went to go play the instrumental, and my cousin was like, this isn't the one you're looking for, this is the original. I was like, wait, what? There's two different songs? He goes, no, her producer or something just like redid it or some shit. Like it was the same concept, it was just different.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
But I was like, she did that, she got, what was it? She went platinum with no chorus, only female. I'll give her that.
Okay, man. I'm gonna look that shit up later. I got a car ride tomorrow, so I'll probably just put that on in the car and check it out.
So yeah, I don't really listen to Kodak Black. The only new artist I do listen to is Lil Uzi, and that's because that song "Baby Are You Home." That's my shit.
Okay, I guess. I said all the music can't be for me, so I guess you can like that. I don't know.
And see, I know a lot of people like the song that you heard on the Blackout podcast was Old School Feel. A lot of people like that because it really was, aha, I kill these suckers. Headshot at a lane that try to spit on my name, like me up in my neck. It was a real old school, type. It reminded me when I wrote it, I was thinking I was Ice Cube, to be honest.
Okay. Now, other than music, I mean, is there anything else that piques your interest? Anything that you would like to venture into?
Oh, I'm trying to do the whole shebang. I'm trying to be producer, video producer, video editor. I'm trying to get into it all.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like a one-man team.
Yeah, a one-man team.
Yeah, woman, yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah.
What are those like everything that you just listed there? What aspects of those parts that you find more interest in? Like as far as being a producer, making the videos and everything like that. What draws you toward that?
It all starts with a beat. Mm-hmm. It's like I hear the beat, I let it listen. I listen to it. I listen to what it says. Then I write the verse. It's like, and as soon as I write the verse, like my song Walla, all I seen was me in the insane asylum. I don't know if you see my hair, but with my hair looking like Whitney Houston, and just in a straitjacket. It comes to me as the words come. It all depends on the beat, to be honest.
Yeah, I can totally understand that. It's just like when I listen to music, if mostly if it's an independent artist, because that's what I find myself listening to more now through podcasting, through the hashtag Blackout Podcast. I'm hearing different people on these mic checks, and I try to check out their music. And when I listen to these artists that I've never heard of, and, I never heard of their style of music and everything, I automatically in my head try to imagine what a video for this song would be like.
Yes, yeah, man. I cannot remember the song. It was a couple years ago, but I will never remember the comment. The dude said, he's like, wow, I could imagine this song being played at the Staples Center with thousands of fans. And I was just like, my heart dropped and I almost started crying with tears of joy.
Yeah. And that's, it's amazing that so somebody else can take what they hear from you and, turn it into something like that, or, imagine it like that. And that's truly amazing.
Yeah. I've had some videos where I've had one image and I've had another artist go, hey, do it like this. And I'm like, you know what? That's 1,000 times better than what I thought.
Yeah. And it's like, you always got to be open to criticism or even advice, because
exactly,
you can't be stuck in your own head with a lot of things, because just a few little words or one little suggestion can just turn one thing into something else.
Exactly. Believe it or not, a lot of people think it's weird, but I love negative feedback more than I love positive feedback.
Exactly. That's the best feedback you can get, because it makes me better. Like they say, I don't like the way that sounds. Well, I'll fix it next time. Yeah, and things that you didn't notice before get brought to light.
Exactly.
So yeah, I agree with that 100%. 100.
Like that old school feel that you heard on the Blackout podcast. I would have never thought of to turn my voice up on it, like how they told me. And then when I listened to it again, I was like, you know what? They're right. You can hear more of the beat than you can my voice. And because I know what I'm saying,
yeah,
doesn't necessarily mean other people can hear me.
For sure.
And that's one thing that sucks about producing your own music, is just because you know what you're saying doesn't mean everybody else can hear it.
Yeah, because I run into that here when I podcast sometimes. I'm in here, like we talking now, I'm recording. To me, the levels sound fine, but whenever I go in to do the editing and everything and I'm listening back to it, you might be higher than me, I might be higher than you. I might have had the gain up too high. I got the dishwasher going in the background. I'm trying to cut all this bullshit out.
You see it? I make sure everything's off in my house. Like they can't hear no sound.
Yeah. It's just crazy.
Because, I know how it be when you be recording and stuff. My air conditioner can kick on and ruin my whole verse.
Shit. And then I got these little munchkins running around here. Just like, I'm in here recording. And what I used to do is just I would push myself away from the microphone and I'd be like, shh, shh, shh. So not to get the noise on the mic or whatever. But then I guess a bit of smart hit me in the head or whatever. And it's like, duh, you got a mute button. You got an off button. Just turn the shit off so nobody can hear you.
Huh.
Back to the music for a second.
So bad, yeah.
If you could collaborate with any artist, who would you pick? Dead or alive? It doesn't matter.
The same person that inspired me to use my middle name, Eve.
Aha.
But Missy Elliott she is amazing.
Yeah, man. It's just there's another one of those dual artists as well. She could rap and she could sing a little bit. So
and dance.
Yeah, you could call that dancing, I guess.
She be pop locking and she move all the good parts.
Yeah. I'll concur with that. I'll agree with that.
But it would probably have to be Eve, because she to me is an amazing rapper. She got it. She came back today with a song. I would gas that shit up.
Yeah. What was your favorite Eve song that you can recall?
Probably be like the remix to the Thong Song. I did not expect to hear her on that.
I forgot that even happened.
Yep, she did a remix to the Thong Song. Or, one of her most popular, I really actually don't know the name, but drop your glasses, shake your asses, face screwed up like you're having hot flashes.
This is the one with Gwen Stefani, yeah.
Exactly, that Rough Rider shit. I'm like, man, she's that one.
Blow your mind. I think that's what it was.
Yup. Blow your mind.
Now, going forward, 2 years from now, where would you hope to be musically, or just as a business or a brand or a producer or anything? Where would you hope to be in 2 years?
From past experience, I've had a lot of people realizing this industry is shady.
Yeah.
If you can call them. In 2 years from now, I hope to be with someone who is on and not no Jerry Killers.
Yeah.
I really hope to be there. I would really like to be signed with Atlantic Records, believe it or not. They seem like they got, good deals. They pushing people's music out. I would never want to be like no Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
Definitely not that. But in 2 years, I hope to, have somebody be opening for me.
Oh, I could dig that.
Instead of paying $30 to open up for Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah, I can dig that. I can dig it. Well, I mean, you're doing well. Everything I've heard so far, which was only one song, so I'm not going to lie to you, I've liked. So I'm interested in to see what the future holds for you, young lady. And, I wish you the best of luck in anything, music or not. And I hope you succeed.
Thank you.
Yes. So now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. So plug all your things.
Thank you, Rob. I appreciate it.
Oh, no. Thank you. Thank you for giving me your time and being patient. And I'll forgive you once again for having that inferior device. So.
Like I said, we're going to have to fight.
Go ahead and plug all your social media, where people can find you, where they can find your music, all that stuff.
You already know, YCE_EvyDee. Check me out. Instagram, EvyDee, all that. I'm not going to give y'all my Facebook. Sorry, that's personal. But check me out. Hit me up. It don't matter. Y'all trying to do a collab, beats, whatever, interviews. Hit me up.
For sure. All right. And that.
All right, good looking. And this YCE coming at you, young criminal.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's Hoppy. I'm stone sober. It's a very strange place to be for me. But anyway, Anomaly wants to tell stories about Hoppy, so I'm going to tell me an Anomaly story. This motherfucker used to live in a projects that was so project. Like, the only other city I know got a projects like this is Memphis, and Memphis is fucked up. Is where I believe Fraser Boy got a video out there showing a place like this down in Memphis. But anyway, you got to sign in and out of this motherfucker with the police officer. So when I used to go visit my homie Anomaly, I have to go over to the little desk with the cop sitting there, show my ID, tell him exactly where I'm going and why the fuck I'm going to see him. I mean, that's how fucking dangerous this place is. And so we was up there chilling at his place on New Year's Eve, getting ready to go to this rave club that one of our homies owned back then, and Anomaly was a bouncer there. So we go to this New Year's Eve party. This club pretty fat. It's still downtown and all that, but I mean, we always had a good time there. And so I had a bandana on. And we get down there. Nobody says nothing to me going in. I'm there for like 3 hours. Nobody says nothing to me about my choice of attire. Well, we literally 3 minutes from New Year's, from midnight, And some security motherfucker won't fuck with me talking about, hey, you gotta take your bandana off. And I said, what? I said, I paid my cover charge, ain't no dress code, bro. He's like, no, you gotta take that off. Ain't no colors in here and all this. And I'm like, nah, I ain't taking my shit off for nobody. Why don't you take your pants off? What if I don't like khakis? And so they kicks me out, literally kicked me out. Anomaly couldn't save me. It was over his head. And I'm doing the out in the fucking parking lot. And so I'm waiting on these fools. It probably ain't gonna be too much longer till you get the shifts off and everybody comes out and we go party somewhere else. And I don't know this part of the story until later. But I look up and I see Anomaly busting out the back door carrying some huge Thor looking motherfucker, throwing him out in the parking lot. What I didn't know is there was a Golden Gloves boxer in there that got too drunk, started touching on all the girls. And, Anomaly ain't no punk, but like big old Golden Gloves boxer, I mean, you gotta watch yourself. So he told somebody, he's like, all right, I'm gonna run up on this motherfucker and hammer lock him. And as soon as I hammer lock him, you grab his legs and we gonna run him right out the door. And I'll be goddamn. He went up, hammer locked him, other dude scooped down, pulled his legs out from under him, and they run this motherfucker right out the door. Threw him on the pavement. Then we went and had a good old time. But, club's closed now and all that. But can you believe every time you go visit your homie, you gotta go to a cop, give him your ID, tell him where you're going, and all that shit. Damn, them was the day. Love y'all.
And that's the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a delight to talk to Miss Evie. And, to me, she sounded like a mama bird, you know how she was coaching other artists and everything and giving them helpful tips and advice. And at the same time, she wasn't opposed to taking advice and everything like that. So that's always good. You got to have an artist that's humble and, know that they're always striving to improve. So I commend Miss EvyDee on her efforts. And as you heard in the interview, man, I wish her the utmost respect. I don't wish her respect. I do wish her respect. You would want everybody in the industry that you are proclaiming to be your profession to treat you with respect and stuff like that. So yes, I do wish her respect and I wish her much success. All right. You heard Happy tell his stories and everything. So, we're just going to close this thing out. Also, don't think I'm going to just gloss over this shit. Matt Devil, heard you open up the show. You're challenging me to a duel in motherfucking Walmart. So it's going to go down. I'm going to hit you up. I'm going to tell you where to meet me. And it's going to be on my terms. God damn it. Goddamn _Matt, MAT_devil. You want to challenge me? We're going to tear some owls down in here. There's going to be people in the background yelling World Star. They're going to have big ladies with inappropriate attire on, riding around in scooters and shit. It's going to go down. So don't take my kindness for weakness. God damn it. But anyway, you can follow me on Twitter at It's BRob. That's ITSBROB. If you want to talk professional wrestling and other general shenanigans, that's the account that you do it on. The show also has its own Twitter, which you can find at 3R Show. Also, you can go to randomrobcast.com. And I say also like in between everything. You can go to randomrobcast.com to where you can find different ways to contribute to the show and help it grow and to be a bigger thing. Like Glenn Abbott and freaking Brandon McIntyre. I had a brain fart there for a second. Hey, Glenn, I hope you're doing good over there. On the other side, I know you're going through some stuff, but everything will get better, man. I'm willing it into existence. You can follow me on Instagram, where I walk through the hollowed halls of the aforementioned Walmart, which you'll probably see video content of me and the Matt Devil rolling around in the aisles and shit. And I know I haven't said it in a while, but you can leave me a voicemail just like Hoppy, just like Kayla, just like Anomaly at 304-825-5762. That's 304-TALK-ROB. And yeah, You can follow me on Lemur. That's LIMOR, where you can get exclusive audio content there. And this edition of the Random Rounds with Rob is brought to you by Vape Panda, where you can save 15% off all your purchased items when you go to vapepanda.com. You can buy you some vape juices, the Lotus Petal and Panda's Breath. You can buy their apparel and merchandise, which you can see me wearing on my Instagram page. But remember, you get 15% off your purchase if you use the promo code 3RSHOW. Once again, 15% off your whole entire purchase if you use the promo code 3RSHOW. All right, I got some other things coming up next week. We're going to have the ladies from the Mixed Feelings podcast, long time in the making. They are the catalyst. They are the reason that I started doing the Walmart logs. So I think that's cool. All right, y'all, I'm done. I'm tired. Get this shit wrapped up and put it out for you. And I'll see you next time. Bonus content.
Unknown.
I kill these suckers. Headshot at a lame that try to spit on my name. Sit likely up in my Nikes. Gotta be a good example for the people that don't like me. Don't like me, then come and fight me. Step up at the top, it's the edge you wanna fall off. Got a call from my caller, get the sawed off. Gotta get it somehow cause I'm tired of the knockoff. Late nights like I'm Leto, do a sell to make a profit off. Love my haters but I shake them off. Move in the camo, gotta get it in a nano. Trust I'm with the keys, black and white just like a piano. I'm coming up, will see me, best believe I'm like a shadow. I'll come through hoping that your family lay low. Cause when I get into it, hitting porches, stairs, and the windows. When I'm done, to sip or pull away, no witness, no one ever knows. After roll a royal, lap it out and bump the stereo.
Respect my ear, fool.
Ain't my fault that you ain't bred from the street. Ain't my fault that you was flexing and we seen it. Ain't my fault that you got hit up like Tahiti. Ain't my fault that you ain't man enough to beat me. Ain't my fault that I'm the man when you see me though. Ain't my fault they demand just to see me. Ain't my fault that I'm the man in your city though. Ain't my fault that Carolina made the city blow. Fell asleep in the trap when I woke up, man, the sun was rising. Can't recall, but all I know, just see my dough was rising. Yeah, I'm strapped all day, no pillow talk. Told it with me so much, I'm starting to think that the Mac gon' walk that Carolina. Then you see me, I'm blowing heavy dose. Chillin' with my own army, I'm talking deadly soldiers. Talking about some ape, I'm screaming heavy toters. Timmy type of the spark to yo, I'm screaming heavy smokers. Ain't my fault that you ain't bred from the street. Ain't my fault that you was flexing and we seen it. Ain't my fault that you got hit up like Tahiti. Ain't my fault that you ain't man enough to beat me. Ain't my fault that I'm the man when you see me though. Ain't my fault they demand just to see me. Ain't my fault that I'm the man in your city though. Ain't my fault that Carolina made the city blow. This that country. Back up on this country flow. In the city, it's a must, I gotta let them know. Best stop playing like you ain't heard about that jump out. That Vando open fit, probably would've jump out. What you talking about that action? Let me tell you why I'm snapping. From the wood, was cracking. Let me tell you how it happened. Reppin' East Side, C-Well to CV, talking 6-0, 7-4s and GDs, no affiliation. What you talking? I'm syndicated, boy, you really hating. You just mad cause I really made it. What you demonstrating? How to be the boss of the struggle. I'm connected in the hood and I really know how to hustle. Ain't my fault that I'm the man when you see me though. Ain't my fault they demand just to see me. Ain't my fault that I'm the man in your city though. Ain't my fault that Carolina made the city blow. Dope man, yeah, I brought the city hope, man. You fool with my dough and they'll never see you float. Hey, watch, move. Yeah. I brought my foot to a gangster for real. Better know that you get the picture. Leo, I line it y'all. If you think that I'm with you, I'm the one that they'll call. Get the situation done quicker. If you don't know by now, everything that I do is attention. Ain't my fault that you ain't bred from the street. Ain't my fault that you was flexing and we seen it. Ain't my fault that you got hit up like Tahiti. Ain't my fault that you ain't man enough to beat me. Ain't my fault that I'm the man when you see me though. Ain't my fault they demand just to see me. Ain't my fault that I'm the man in your city though. Ain't my fault that Carolina made the city blow.
Dimitri, welcome Moscow Hotel. I read rules. Is forbidden. Still hotel towels, please. If not person to do such thing, please not read notice. Lift being fixed next day. During time, we regret. You be unbearable. Do not interlift backwards. To move cabin. Push button, wishing floor. If cabin enter more persons, each one should push number wishing floor. Driving, then going alphabetically. Please, leave values from this. Visitors expected complaint between hours 9 and 11. You are invited to take advantage of chambermaid. The flattening of underwear is pleasure job of chambermaid. Order summer suit, because in big rush we execute customers in strict rotation. There will be Moscow exhibition of arts by 15,000 Soviet Republic painters and sculptors. These were executed over past 2 years. Because of impropriety of entertaining guests of opposite sex in bedroom, suggested that lobby be used for this purpose.
Hush your Face is coming straight to your ears. A podcast network that's changing gears, bringing fresh, funky pods with a fresh, funky beat. A family of pods that are bringing the heat. There ain't no stopping us. Keep coming back to us, sick ass pods that'll make you hush. www hush your face. www hush your face. www hushyourface.com.